Right, what's
What
with your
one?
internet?
It
Wagwan,
wasn't my
what's with your
internet. You
internet?
want to know what? No, 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 no.
What
Lil
happened?
called me. Lil called me.
Oh, for God's sake,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not mad because I was like, oh shit, it's my internet. So I changed to I changed the data, and now I can't change the
No.
data without me going blank. You know what I mean? So I changed the data, and now if I
Oh.
change back from data to Wi-Fi, I'm fucked. Like it will go blank.
No, 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 no. If you change, just change. We'll have that awkward pause, and then we'll just get right into
That
it. So,
that
change.
always gotta have always gotta have that
Da da da
If
da.
you don't have
Right,
that
go.
if you don't have that
Change.
what's the point?
Right,
I've
just change, man.
changed.
Just change. You've
I've
done it.
changed.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, but it
See what I
says my
mean?
4G
Easy,
is still
no?
active.
Yeah, yeah. Your 4G is
Can't.
still active, but like you still, you, you know,
So I'll see.
you know.
I'll see what happens if I take my 4G off.
All right. Ah, that's what happens. Reconnecting. Right. What? Hey, there you go. You reconnected. You came back. It was just a awkward
Plus,
silence.
I love the start of our shows. You know, I love the start of
Oh
our
yeah,
shows
yeah.
where it's like, here is the weird shit ass connection that we've got to deal with, and then uh, this is dead silence, and this is
Oh.
us being awkward as fuck for about 5 minutes.
Oh no, but it's blessed though, isn't it? Because at least it's not the same boring shit each time. You know?
Yeah, true. It's a different intro every single time because we have different connectivity problems
Exactly.
every single
Exactly.
fucking time.
Yeah, basically.
When I was
Right.
trying to connect to you
Yeah.
before this, I got chucked into a random chat with this girl called Emma, and I didn't
Emma.
want to say anything. I didn't want to say anything. Shout out to Emma for dealing with my rambles of literally just. That's literally all I said. And then I ended it as fast as I could. Like, I got out of there fast. I was like, boss, I can't be dealing with
Oh,
this.
poor Emma, man. How do you manage that then?
I don't know. It just automatically, the moment it ended, it automatically just gave me away to someone else.
It
It just
gave you
whored me
away,
out.
like.
It just whored me out. It was like, yo, you work in a brothel now. We're whoring you out. I'm like, oh shit, nice.
Wait, no, no, it's just your dad walking you down the aisle just to meet someone you've never fucking met before. Right, here you go, son.
Your dad doesn't walk you down the aisle. What are you talking about? Boss,
Oh,
have you ever been
fucking
to any
hell.
Christian marriages?
Yeah, I am.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Wait, no, bro.
I've been to one. No, I've been to two.
I mean, I I
Dead
think I've been
funny.
to one. I've been to one, but like the main ones I've been to, like my mum's wedding wasn't like in a church or anything because it was her remarrying and like for some reason you can't like remarry in a church. But
Yeah, it's like a rule or something. I don't
yeah,
know.
but fucking mate, just go to Indian weddings, man.
Go to
Like
Indian
when my
weddings.
yeah, yeah, I've been to like three different weddings when I went to Mauritius, like over the years. And mate, they are like 3 days, not even 3 days, they are like 5 days long. There's always something every day. Like my cousin got married. I went I went in the mosque. Like I was there. He was like
Mm,
doing the readings and that, marrying him even though his wife wasn't there. But like, women aren't allowed in the mosque with the men.
yeah.
Um so that was like day one. And then there was like the after party or whatever. And then there's an after party's after party, but it also has a pre-wedding party. And there's just so many different parties. I feel like it's just an excuse to give people cake and biryani and like I just became a fat bastard after that. Like, like, what am I supposed to do? I'm going to these things and they're all feeding me. Like, what the fuck?
So, Callum, what did you take away from your experience at this wedding? Well, I ate shit and got fat.
I took
That's
away
that's what I take away. I took away some
a couple of
food.
kilograms of fat and a lot of cholesterol.
Don't expect to hit it from me in the next couple of weeks because I'll either be
Yeah.
dead from a heart attack or laying down on the sofa. Absolutely
Mate,
fucked out my brain.
Mate, food coma, man. Food coma.
You see, it's similar for us. Our weddings are a bit mad. I'm not gonna lie. They
Mm.
involve um a lot of beer, a lot of fire, a lot of food, and a lot of
See, that sounds
swords.
fun. No, no. Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa. Yo.
it's 2 days long, 2 days long, and basically, because we don't have like the best man system, we don't have that system.
No.
We just have like your basically your warrior brothers. All right. So
Shit. Yo,
so
next time you go to a Celtic wedding, just give me a shout. I want to see the fire, the deer, and the swords.
they don't really happen that much because there's barely any of us. But I'm definitely having one when I get married. I'm definitely having one.
Bro, you are 100% in a Facebook group with every Celtic in the world. You just got a whole Facebook group for all of you.
There is a Facebook group I'm part of called the British Druid Order. Shout out to them. And that's some weird shit on there. I'm a part of it. I look at it and like, this is why they practice spirituality and I don't. They're like, oh, I made my gemstone shrine. I was like, love, listen. I don't think ancient Celtic druids back in the day had fucking jade from Africa in their fucking stone shrine bullshit.
Well, they might have. You don't know what people were like back in the day.
True. I don't know the trade routes.
Oh, mate.
But yeah, we don't have the best man system. So the best man is essentially your fighting brother. So the person you fight with the most. Not fight with, fight alongside, basically. That's the person you fight alongside the most. And essentially your very good friend, a brother, if you will. And basically you have the it's 2 days, so the day before is technically the stag night and the hen do.
Yeah.
Stag night consists of a lot of sword fighting, and a lot of like, fire and beer and drinking and all that type of stuff, a lot of food shit.
Yeah.
And the wife gets prepared on that day as well. Like she sorts out her clothing and stuff like that, because everyone's like, oh, it's nice, beautiful humanist white dress. We're not humanists, all right? The wife can wear whatever she fucking wants. It doesn't matter. Like you can rock up wearing a fucking tracksuit, It doesn't matter. as long as if you're willing to get pissed.
I thought you were gonna tell me something like the wife gets prepared in the oven or something like. Yeah, we cook her up. Takes 3 days preparation. First day, you gotta chuck on some spices. You gotta prepare that.
Gotta marinate it.
Marinate, yeah. Put her in the fridge just for overnight, and then get her out. Chuck her in the oven. Make sure it's on a low cook, and then comes the wedding. Bob's your uncle.
It's preparing the wife is like preparing the food for an Indian wedding, I swear.
mate, you don't even want to know how much food is at an Indian wedding, like, bro, because like my cousin's wedding, like at the main like wedding party, like the actual reception, yeah, the equivalent to a reception, yeah. There were 1,400 people there.
How you do not know 1,400 people?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like there were 1,400, but this is what it is. My cousin, his parents own a shop, so his mum was just inviting people from the shop. But it was great. Like,
my son, have invite. My son, have invite.
No, but it's great because I think that's one of the things I love about Mauritian culture. Like
You
you're
just
so close. People you barely talk to, you can be so close and friendly with.
I
Like
wish I
there's
could
that
say the same
real.
about the Welsh culture, but unfortunately, it's more like if you're close with me, you like drinking with me. If you're not, then I'm gonna force drink down your neck or stab you.
Oh man. But yeah, imagine cooking for
Corking,
1,400 people,
bro, I couldn't. I just
oh,
couldn't. You're cooking for
mate. Could you,
days. You're on your feet for hours.
mate? And you know what sucked as well because obviously I was close family. I was like at the main. We had to wait. We didn't eat when everyone else was eating. We had to wait
Oh yeah, 'cause it's like
before we
guesting, isn't it?
started eating. Yeah. So I'm just
See,
sitting there.
that's
I'm
that's a
bored.
that's a positive of mine.
Yeah, I'm kind of bored. I'm hungry. I'm sitting there. Bear in mind, I was like, what? I wasn't even 50. How old was I? I was about 15 or
Yeah,
like younger.
so you're
And I was just
you're
bored.
dying.
I was hungry. Like, oh, come on, man. Just give me the food.
By the time you get to it, it's like scraps.
No, because we had our own. It's not like we got scraps. It was just like we had to wait.
Oh,
And I was
I
like,
couldn't. I could
man,
never do that. I could never do that.
man. Honestly, I was just like, man, give me the food. Like, okay, we gotta wait for everyone, but come on, man. I'm fucking dying out here.
It's like, what is it with ours? What it is because going off here is what I've read in like historical artifacts because there's not very many of us left. So going off historical artifacts and all the
There's
ones
so many of us left. What
there
does
are,
even
there
say
are.
that,
It's
man?
true.
I know, I
We're an
know.
endangered species.
You're just on the no, 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 no. I'm not looking at the endangered species list. I just see your face smack bang in the middle. Like, oh shit.
Let's have a
Right, I
look.
guess I.
Yes, pandas. Oh, Celtic pagans.
Right, guys. Feel like making something extinct today.
What were you making extinct today? Let's make
You
this
boy.
entire religion. This is wiping out existence.
Oh, it's gonna
Yeah,
happen at some point, though, isn't it? Religion's
oh
just
mate,
not going to exist anymore.
all
At some
religion's
point
gonna
in the
go.
future, yeah. It's just, oh, that would be fun. That would be the
I'm s-
day.
I'm sticking to my faith as long as I can because I
Oh
like
yeah,
my faith
same.
because it means I can sit around fire with family and friends and get absolutely shit faced, whilst
Oh.
also obviously respecting gods, I should say.
No, no, no. Wait, don't lie, man. It's the Welsh in you, isn't it? That's why you're a Celtic druid, because you get pissed off every time.
I would, no comment.
Oh, funny, man.
I've no
Oh,
comment on the matter.
I think this is our best intro ever.
Let's
Well,
ramble
like, we've
about.
only done two, including this one, so it's not a hard competition, but fuck it out.
It'll be hard competition the longer we do it.
Yeah. We'll just at some point in the future after we've done more, we'll just rank our intros.
Yeah, so here on the table we have the best intro and the shittest intro. The shittest one was the episode number, what was that? The 68?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't quite 69.
We were just too tired. We were just too tired and thought we'd just go for the box standard. Wagwan, guys.
Hi, how's it going? Anyway, so this thing happened. Another thing happened. Okay, thank you. Bye.
But we're gonna need to get on track soon because, bro, the first, like, it was our very first one in it, and it was an hour 45. And fuck me, did I take 20 years to fucking edit that. It took me the whole week to do it. It kicked my ass, I'll tell you, man. So long.
Callum, do you remember your password so I can help you with this editing process? Yeah, no, I kind of forgot it.
Bro, look, yeah, once you log in on the thing, and when it saves your password, you kind of just chill. You're like, cool, I don't have to remember it all the time. Also, you know when you have that one main password, right?
Yeah,
That you use for most things. And when it's not that, you're like,
yeah.
fuck, what else could it have been? Like shit, man.
Oh, that's I was trying to log into my bank the other day because I was
Uh
moving around some money, and not a
Wait.
substantial amount considering I'm probably the most skintest person in the fucking world. Right? Um, big up Fairly. I mean, it was like for security processes and details, considering your phone operating system has been updated, we would like you to input your password again as a precautionary measure to make sure this is your phone that you're signing into. And I was like, yes, my password. Yes, I remember that. I too remember my password. I love my password. Best thing ever. Love it. It's great. So what is it? I have no idea. I
My
spent like
password
2 days trying to
is my
contact
pride and
people.
joy. My pride and joy. My password. Yeah, what is it? I don't fucking know.
My passwords are like the middle child of a three-child sibling ship. You know what I mean? Like everyone's like, oh my god, the older one's so great, and everyone's like, oh, the younger one's so cute, and the middle one's just fucking
It's
forgotten
like,
about. Like no one fucking remembers it.
you know
It's
what?
like, hey, I exist. Do you?
You know what? It's so true. It's so true. Because I'm the eldest, isn't it? And I got two little ones, and like
Yeah,
they're just
you got two little
they're
rampants running around.
yeah. But like it's so easy to tell that I am the favorite child. I wear that with pride. Like my mum would never admit it, but she knows I'm the favorite child.
Yeah, because she fucking spent she spent fucking thousands sending you to a posh acting school.
No, she didn't. I did. Pride is not
Okay.
crucial to fund that.
Oh, it just
All of
pisses you off and it's
everything going
great.
into my uni is me. Everything going into my uni is funded by me, man.
Your mum and dad do so much for you, Callum. You Southie, you're so privileged.
Yeah.
Damn, South privilege could never be me.
Bro, I'm even funding my own like living. Like I'm gonna move out soon. That will all be me. It'll be sick.
Boss, boss is great because I'm planning on moving out up north. So
Yeah.
hopefully housing prices are dirt cheap because no one fucking cares about the north. Food prices will be dirt cheap because, as I said again, no one fucking cares about the north.
But like, oi, bro, I'm looking right, and because obviously I want to move out to the Ealing area, innit? And
Mm,
you expect all these places because it's Ealing to be fucking expensive, but you find some really good,
yeah,
reasonable prices. But when you think as well, oh, the cheap ones are gonna be like kind of shit. You know, your budget, proper budget, cheap ass places. Bro,
yeah.
it's Ealing.
What you want is
Everywhere there is nice. No, everything there is nice.
you
But
want
even the cheap ones are nice.
that's what I'm saying. Like you want a Middle Eastern or Indian landlord and not a Polish one.
Not a Polish one, yeah.
Just be experience, man, experience. I one of my mates, she's moving out into a council flat, and the person
Yeah.
who processed it. So the first time she applied, the person who processed it was Polish, and they were like, "No, sorry, we cannot do anything. We cannot. I'm sorry, sorry, sorry."
Oh
The
no.
second time she did it, she applied. It was an Indian person. And they were like, "I have done everything, you madam. I have made sure that you have all the things you need. You will find your keys. Come to you very soon." She's moving in like 2 days.
Oh shit. Fair play.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It gets the job done. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
I don't know why like some Welsh people complain about the Polish man. They're the most hard workers I think I've ever seen in my life. Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
they've got
yeah.
great vodka as well. Holy shit! Try some Polish vodka, man. Honestly,
I'm not
that's why I rate countries by their alcoholic
boss.
drinks.
You know I'm not big on drinking, my guy.
Oh man,
Like,
I got it.
bruh. Remember you kept asking me like, "Oh, Callum, what's your favorite drink? What's your favorite drink? I'll get it for you for your birthday." Like, boss, I don't really like.
If you wanna participate in a Celtic wedding, my friend, you're gonna have to learn to drink.
Yeah, yeah,
You're gonna be
true.
flat on your ass by the first hour. The drinking horn will come round to you, and you'll be like, "Oh fuck." I've got down a fifth of this. Jesus.
Nah, bro, you know I'm all about those herbal refreshments.
Oh yeah, them Mediterranean type things.
Nah,
Herbal, herbal
man.
essence,
Herbal essence, yeah, 100%, man.
herbal essence. What are you fucking white? Jesus. Basic white bitch over here.
Oh man.
I'm gonna refer to you as
Right.
Stacy now.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, Stace, what you got for us?
Well,
Oh my
Delilah.
god, if I say that, I'll say that in a Welsh accent. All right, Stace, what you got for us?
All right, Delilah. Well, shall we
All
get
right,
into it then?
that was a oh no, never do that again.
Oh
Please
man.
do it for me and the 3.1 million Welsh people in the world.
3.1 million.
Yeah, there's only 3.1 million of us because genocide.
Wait, you are shitting me. I would have thought there's way less people than
Fuck you,
that.
twat. You're a muggard. You're a dick.
Wait. You can't complain. There's more of you there are of me. Like, how many Mauritians do you know out there?
You, your dad,
Yeah.
that guy from the TV show I sent you, or the movie, or
No,
whatever
he's
the
not
fuck it is.
Mauritian. That's the Mauritian. That he's not Mauritian, man.
It said Mauritian. I can't read properly,
That
Callum. Just
that
let me have
doesn't
it.
say Mauritian, man.
Let me have it. I can't read. I saw
I can't pronounce it, but
MAU
it's
and
not.
I saw MAU and I was like, that's Mauritian. It had a T and an I and an A in it, and I was like, let's just
Oh,
do language, pull it, fucking piece it together, bro. I shit you not, I read Friday as fucking fun day. Who does that? Me, apparently, because I'm fucking blind.
oh, you are special, mate.
I'm pinnacle special.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
Right,
Um,
what have you got
yeah,
for
can we?
us?
Yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Let's get into this before I have to edit another 2 hour thing. Um, I actually came prepared and wrote out a list this time because
Damn,
I hate free balling it because I always forget something that I
I
really
love
want to
free
talk
balling
about.
it.
Yeah, I do it
That's why I'm
50% of
not
the
wearing
time.
any. That's why I'm not wearing any boxers because I love free balling.
um, oh, for fuck's sake. The episode was
What?
great. The episode was great.
I agree. I agree.
I just want to start off there, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked how it started on U.S. agent. I'm gonna keep calling him the U.S. agent because you know how it said like when they introduce him, it's like your new Captain America. Like fuck off, he's not my Captain America. Like
Nope, he's
they
U.S.
can't even
agent.
personalize him. They're like your new Captain America. They're not like our new Captain America. Yours. They're trying to force it down our throats that you can go suck one, my friend.
They're like, hey, it's yours. It's your problem
No,
now.
it's not. Don't tell me what's mine. Right? I know what's mine, and this is not mine.
I
But
reckon U.S. agent would have done so much better if he was part of the British.
what Captain Britain? Yeah.
Captain Britain can fucking fly. Can Captain America? No, he can throw a shield like a fucking frisbee. Captain Britain's goated. I don't give a shit. Captain Britain will kick Captain America's ass any fucking day.
All right. Well, he hadn't. He can't. He's lost.
Fuck you. He can. He will. And he has. I'm trying to make up excuses. Shut up.
There you go. You know it. I'm right.
I just, I
But
just,
anyway,
I just don't like Americans anyway.
yeah, no one does. I like how they started off with the U.S. agent because they're kind of establishing his character, but firstly, like I just want to say, like I have nothing against the actor. I think Wyatt Russell is a really good actor. I just hate his
Oh yeah,
character, but like
he's.
it
It's
made me
like
like the actor even more.
it reminds me of what was the wife's name in Breaking Bad?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
I know who
remember
you're
her
talking
name,
about. Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
she was such a bitch. Oh my God, it made me want to punch her in the face every time she fucking said something. Great
yeah.
actor. Like I love the actor, but holy shit, she managed to make that character so hateable. It's unreal.
Mm.
She did a real fucking good job at that.
Like
Holy shit.
my teacher, like in class this week, he obviously he's going on. I do acting, like he's going on about like just acting is reacting, and sometimes when an actor gets a role like this, it's their job to make you hate them. So when you do end up hating them, it means they've done their job well. They've performed the character well.
Yeah,
And so this guy's a fucking good actor because fucking hell, I hate him.
yeah, it's
I
good.
hate him.
He brings across he brings across like the cuntish about US
Mm,
aging because if you read the comics,
he's an
and
asshole.
you progressively understand the character more and more.
Mm,
He's just a straight up cunt. Like, you know, he's just a dick. And you just think you're the person they chose to
yeah,
embody Captain America.
trust.
You? You're like everything. You're the opposite of fucking everything
Like,
he
wait,
stood
no,
for.
because obviously when he was Captain America in the comics, Steve was still around, right? Obviously, he's not around
Yeah.
anymore in the MCU, but there was a reason Steve came back, came out of retirement, kicked his ass, and took the shield back. Like, do I
Oh
need to
yeah.
say more?
Because he was a penis.
Mm. But what I liked about it is that intro, like when he's out on in the locker room, is that it's established there is a lot of pressure in being Captain America. Remember when I said to you last week, like there is he's gonna get all this pressure. It's gonna go to his head, all the promises, all the glory of being Captain America, and it's gonna fuck him up. And
And
it's
you could
starting
see
now.
that started to manifest already.
Mm,
You get halfway into this episode and he's
yeah,
already like,
he's
listen, I'm
losing
a
it.
dick. I don't like it.
Mm. That's especially at the end when he says to Sam and Bucky, "Stay the hell out of my way." Like, fuck you, man. Fuck
It's
you.
like what is it? When he when I was watching it, I thought they kind of it felt like they rushed him a bit. It felt like they
Mm,
speed run
yeah.
the him turning into a penis. You know what I mean? It was like oh I'm Captain America. There's a lot of pressure. Yeah, we understand there's a lot of pressure. Just you know, with this you got to make sure you're
Yeah.
chosen because you could keep calm under pressure. You know, you can understand like these situations. He was calm under
Yeah.
pressure, and then he got more and more big of himself because he was like, "Oh, I just kicked some superhuman's ass." I was like, "Oh yeah,
He
this is
didn't
great. I
though,
just
did
saved
he?
my friend." This is the thing.
He didn't kick.
If
He
you,
got his ass kicked.
yeah, this is what
They all did.
he knocked one person off a truck and was like, "I'm
Mm,
God." You could
mm.
see it in his face, and he pulled out. Guess what he pulled out?
A
A
gun.
gun.
A gun.
Captain America does not use guns. I'm
Ah,
sorry. As
right.
much as I hate the Americans,
Mm.
Captain America does not
I
use
think
guns primarily.
that's
He
where I'm gonna.
has used
That's
guns.
yeah, yeah.
He has used
But
guns, but
different
primarily it's
circumstances.
different. So
Different
not, you
circumstances.
know, he'll go in if he's given. So this is the thing. This is the thing that differs Steve from John. All right,
Mm.
Steve will go in with just a shield
Yeah.
happily go in with just a shield, and he'll go
Yeah.
in and he'll try his best to kick someone's ass with
Yeah.
just a shield. All right.
The
If then
only times.
subsequently a
Yeah.
gun turns up and it aids him in his mission of kicking
Yeah.
this person's ass, and you know
Yeah.
they need to die, he will happily use the gun.
The only times we've seen Steve use a gun in the MCU was in the first Avenger, when obviously he was
Hmm.
during World War II, man. Of course he's going to use a gun. And
Well,
in
in World War
the
Two, he was
first
kind of
Avengers
commanded to
movie,
use a gun.
yeah. But like, of course, he's going to use a gun in World War II. Who isn't? Like,
True.
and the second time was during the first Avengers movie, where he's on the helicarrier. Loki's men are attacking, and he's got no shield, and he's waiting for Tony Stark to get that the propeller up and running again.
And he's
And
trying
like,
to combat in combat, and he doesn't have his shield because if he had a shield, he would throw it at his head, wouldn't he?
Exactly. Also,
But
he wasn't kind of like aiming at them. He was kind of like shooting around them more than anything.
free fire shots as well as warning shots. So free fire shots as in aiming for other parts of the body that's not lethal, i.e. your legs, your arms, stuff like that to stop you from using the weapon. Warning shots as well around the person to try and make sure they back off. He was being defensive instead of offensive. Whereas US Agent was being very much offensive by pulling out a gun and shooting a guy in the stomach.
I think the only reason... No, he shot him in the shoulder. But the only reason he shot him in the shoulder is because his friend was in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was the stomach, but yeah.
No, just like shoulder area. But
no.
Moving on. I think
you know how very good segue.
Sorry, I don't want this to be too long again, you know?
Plus, I've got an eye on the time. It's all right. We've got time.
I know. It's just... Anyway, so you know how I said in the last episode they were drawing parallels?
Mm.
They drew a parallel with John Walker and Steve, as much as it pains me to say. And that was the fact that they are using him as a poster boy. Remember in the first Avenger when Steve first became Captain America?
Yeah, he was a poster boy.
Parading him around, trying to get like money for the war efforts. And like, it's not exactly the same, but he's still a poster boy, like John Walker. You know, he's being used more for marketing at the moment than anything. Like, fam, they already have toys of him. Like, when I watched the episode again, that's when I noticed, like, he has a fucking toy.
Yeah, because a kid hands him a toy to sign.
Yeah. Like,
a kid's like, yo, sign my toy. And it's like,
how long have you been Captain America? And you already have a toy.
boss, it's the US, I tell you. As much as I hate them.
Yeah,
but you know how you say drawing parallels, different circumstance. Parallel from the comics to the show. Steve kicks US Agent's ass and takes the shield back. Sam says to Bucky, "We have to get that shield back."
No. Bucky said that to Sam.
Oh well, yeah. Either way, I can't fucking remember.
Sam
goes,
I think Sam said, and it low-key annoyed me, but like, I get his point. Like, we can't just walk up on him, beat him up, and take the shield. Like, okay, I guess you can't, but please.
Please punch me, you smug little face.
Yeah, trust. Next point.
At least I'm getting the general idea of it right.
Yeah. But you know when John Walker's in the interview and he's talking about
Good Morning
Steve.
America one.
Yeah, he's talking about Steve.
Yeah.
That really pissed me off because my man's acting like he knew Steve. Like he knew Steve as if he was Sam or Bucky. And
yeah, it's like, oh yeah, he's a close friend. He was a this, he was a that. You know what?
Steve was like a brother. Steve was like, it was that line, and when he said that line, they had it on Bucky's face, and I've never seen Bucky so mad in my life.
See him get angry.
Yeah, like Bucky's reaction just said it all in it. Because Steve was Bucky's brother, like. And then this man is just
100 years of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like they've already taken. Like Bucky's already mad that they've given him the shield and that Sam gave it up. But now they're like, now this man is saying Steve was like a brother. Like that, honestly, just even I was pissed. Like,
that's not right. That's not you.
No.
You can't just go around saying like that's like me going, Oh yeah, Tony Stark, good close personal friend, because I made one jet propulsion thing for my fucking hand. You know what I mean? It's fucking stupid. Oh yeah,
Trust.
I made this amazing technology. Shut up, man. Shut up.
Wait,
You're
no,
not
that is
Steve's
like
brother.
wait, that is like me saying, "Oh yeah, me and Elon Musk, we're very close. He's like my brother," because I looked up some of his research. Like, come on, man.
Oh yeah, I've got stocks in Tesla. I'm basically Elon Musk's fucking second cousin. You know what I mean? I've got like fucking two
Trust.
pound worth of stocks in Tesla.
Oh
I'm
man.
basically Elon's fucking son at this point. Jesus,
But
fucking stupid.
no man, this John Walker is honest. You know what though? You know when they were in the prison scene after Bucky got arrested. You know how
Mm.
he comes out and was like, "Yeah, Bucky doesn't need therapy anymore," and she's like, "Who authorized that?" And he was like, "Mate,
Me.
Captain America." He gave me major Homelander vibes.
Yes.
Like,
Oh
tell
shit.
me he's not.
Yes.
Like, honestly,
It's like I'm this, I'm that. It's like shut the fuck up.
suck it out, maybe.
You're not
But
superhuman. You've just got a shield and
yeah,
a
exactly.
suit,
He's not
mate.
even super soldier.
You're not even super soldier yet. Hush your mouth.
Yeah, it just made me so mad. And like the scene where after they fought the Flag Smashers, um,
Mm.
and Bucky and Sam are walking, and he shows up, and he's like, "Look, I get it, but I did the work. What work did you do?"
He turned up with a gat and a shield, saved his friend's ass, and shot a guy on the shoulder.
Yes. And like Bucky's like, "Oh, you did the work. Have you ever jumped on a grenade?" And he goes, "Yes, 4 times. I had this helmet." Nah, man, no helmet. Have you ever jumped on a grenade with your whole body, not knowing if it was going to blow up or not? Like,
Ridiculous.
come on, man. You ain't Steve. You ain't you ain't Captain America, my guy. And he's just so full of himself that he doesn't actually realize how cuntish the fact that he is Captain America is.
It's like Battlestar as well.
Battlestar, mate.
I'll take it
Battlestar.
off to him. Take it off to him because he's like, oh yeah, you're just a yes man. You know what I mean?
He is just a yes man.
You know how you said to me, you said you was like when I'm up there and I'm big, yeah. Don't be a yes man. I was like, mate, I'm never gonna be a yes man. I'll tell you when you're shit. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? I'd humor you. You know what I mean? Because that's what
But
good friends do. You know,
mm,
they tell the other person when they're being a penis.
yeah,
That's
but like
basically
they're just
you know what I mean?
you you know what it is? They're just so full of the government shit that like
Yeah.
they don't understand. You know?
Battlestar is literally just being like, oh yeah, go for it, go for it, go for it. He's not being a
Mm,
good friend. He's being a colleague. You know what I mean? He's
yeah,
not being what Bucky would do to Steve. Because if Steve was like,
exactly.
I think we should do this, I think Bucky would do exactly what I would do. Is like, right, just slow down a second,
Yeah,
right, compose
exactly.
yourself, shut the fuck up,
And
reanalyze.
Sam,
Because if you
like
keep
Sam's
jumping
done
into
that
it,
so many times.
exactly. Sam would do the same thing. Sam would be like, all right, listen, compose yourself. Don't jump into things
Mm.
because if you do, we don't know the outcome.
And when John Walker said to Sam, "I need Cap's wingman by my side," like, no, that's not how you persuade him. He's on so much more than that. He was not
He's not just,
Cap's wingman;
just
he
a
was his best friend, and he
cap,
fought with Steve because he
Sam,
wanted to, not because he felt like he had
exactly.
to.
Oh, mate,
But I think the
honestly,
one thing
ridiculous.
With Battlestar, I think it isn't so much that he's a yes man, but like I can kind of see he's just because obviously John Walker is a twisted Steve Rogers. I think in this scenario, Battlestar is the twisted Bucky or Sam. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
so
I think he's more twisted Bucky than he is Sam because he's a
mm,
lot like forefront with the sarcasm like Bucky is. Yet
yeah,
Sam's a bit more like quirky, kind of like
mm,
so you think, and Bucky's more like yeah
mm,
sure you fucking prick.
penis, yeah. But like,
You penis.
and I think as well, like I think Battlestar is that friend for John Walker, where because obviously he's going to take a dark turn at some point, and I think Battlestar will realize this
Mm.
and like say something, you know?
Probably say something and get himself killed, but yeah, he'll say something.
Yeah, maybe. But one thing,
Also,
yeah.
also, fucking, I can't remember his superhero name, but the old black super soldier. I was waiting for
Oh,
him to
Isaiah
turn up
Bradley,
in
mate.
Isaiah. Yeah, I was waiting for him to turn up in what is
In
it? Because where like a backflash or something in the
a
Winter Soldier
flashback,
or
yeah,
back or flashback in Civil
yeah.
War.
Mm.
That's what I was waiting for.
But it was, you know what?
Because I was like, where is he? Where is he? Like,
Yeah.
because I was like, I like Isaiah. You know what I mean? I've
Mm.
read about him in the comics, and he's a very,
Yeah.
very, very fucking interesting character because he's like
Yeah.
this. He's undercover, but then he's not undercover. And then when he comes out of cover, everyone's like, what the fuck? He's basically Steve, but
Yeah.
better and a
Black.
lot fucking cooler.
Yeah.
Not because obviously not because he's black, because he's just cooler
Like he
full
is.
stop. He's got a fucking cape, bro. He's got a cape.
But bro,
His suit is full black
mm,
with the American flag at the breast in a
yeah.
triangle and a fucking cape.
Wait, but
Who does
bro,
that?
Isaiah is a very interesting character, and he's going to be a very interesting character in the show because, like, you know how he said in that episode, you know what I got for being a hero? I got locked away for 30 years. Like
Yeah,
in the comics, when he got locked away partially for stealing the Captain America suit, right? And
yeah.
he was in prison for 19 years and then got released. But when he got released, like he wrote this thing which he swore to secrecy. So they buried him deeply down, and that's what they did in the show. Like you know how Sam was
Mm.
like so mad, like how did no one know? Like how come I never knew that there was a black super soldier before all this? And Bucky, I think Bucky never told anyone. I get why Bucky didn't because, like he said, he's been through enough. If
He's been
everyone
yeah,
found out there was a black super soldier, think about it. Think about how big of an impact that would be, mainly on Isaiah's life and what he would then go through with the world now
yeah,
knowing that.
because he's got to go through like these like the same stuff Steve did.
Mm,
So he's going to be like, oh, this poster boy.
yeah,
He's then also going to be used
he'll
as
go.
like an argument on, irrelevant matters. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's so completely unrelated matters. Like, oh yeah, but there was also a black super soldier. Yeah, there was Steve Captain America's. Steve Rogers. Yeah, but there was a black.
mm,
Like they were both super soldiers. They were both fucking good at what they did. He swore to
yeah,
secrecy. He also got tested on. He also got put in prison for trying to steal the suit. He also was
mm,
then turned into a rogue agent for like 2 or 3 years.
yeah,
So going through all of that to then be a poster boy, to then being used in
yeah.
arguments about the modern day
Just to be in the
society,
public eye. Yeah.
to be in the public eye and be used as an example. Like you don't want to be
Mm,
they use Captain America as an example because it's Captain America and all he's
yeah.
ever known is valiant good, be a poster boy. He's been under
Yeah.
ice. He came out of ice with that same mindset. Isaiah
Mm.
didn't go under ice. Isaiah
He went
went
to
into
prison.
prison.
Mm.
He
Was
saw
tested on.
the dark side of the government, got
Mm.
tested on, got like,
And by Hydra as
analyzed and all
well.
this type of stuff. Yeah, he got fucking captured by Hydra. Then he got
No,
captured
no,
by
he
the
didn't
fucking
get
US
captured by
government.
Hydra. He wasn't
Did he
captured
not
by
get
Hydra
captured?
because
I thought he
remember
was cap.
Hydra.
I thought he was.
No, because Hydra. Remember Hydra embedded itself within the government, didn't they? And that was the whole plot of Winter Soldier. Is
What
that
was
Hydra's been
what was
pulling
the
the
test?
strings
What was the testing he went through in Russia?
in Russia?
I swear he mentioned something about Russia.
Who?
It was either Japan or Russia. Isaiah, he mentioned something about Japan or Russia, and he was like,
No,
"When
no,
those
no, no, no.
bastards caught
It
me."
was no, no, no. It was in the Korean War. So
Or
he
Koreans.
fought. Yeah, no,
It would
because
have been the
they
Soviets
fought.
then, wouldn't it?
No, listen. It was
All
when
right.
what he was saying was he fought Bucky during the Korea War, and he said like I took half your arm in that fight as well. And then
Ah,
and then like obviously he said he came back, and what he got for being his hero, he got put in jail for 30 years. But they weren't done with him, and he goes to Bucky, and your people weren't done with me, referring to Hydra.
see, now this is why
So
you write stuff down and I memorize stuff because I get things wrong, and you've got shit written down and I don't. This is why you don't memorize things, kids, because you won't remember them correctly. Don't take exams. Stay in school.
but like
Completely contradicted myself there, but anyway.
yeah. But like Isaiah just he's gone through all that. I'm waiting to see him more in the future episodes because there's still a lot more he can offer. And it's gonna
Oh,
be
there's
interesting.
fuck tons, bro.
I think him having a conversation with Sam is gonna be very, very interesting.
Oh yeah. Also,
Because
I like the fact that they're referencing small problems as well,
mm,
because there was like, oh, it's Black Falcon. I was like, no, I'm just
yeah,
Falcon. See,
just
that's the
Falcon.
that eliminates the idea
Mm,
of a race prejudice because it's like, oh, it's Black
yeah,
Falcon. No, it's just Falcon. The more you
just Falcon.
reference it to being more just Falcon,
Mm.
the more
And
everyone has more of a universal understanding that it is just, there's no
it's just Falcon.
racial intent behind it. There's no like,
Mm.
political movement behind it. It's just this great
Oh,
guy doing a good thing for his
yeah.
country. Falcon. It's just
I
Falcon.
I did like that scene though because he was like, "Why am I Black Falcon because I'm black and I'm Falcon?" He goes, "Yeah," and he goes, "Oh, okay. So does that make you Black Kid then?" And like
Does
his
that make
little
you
mate
black
was just
kid?
laughing about it. Like that was funny. But I do like this because that you know how when you have social commentaries in TV shows and movies and they feel so
Mm.
forced,
Oh
like
yeah.
they're just in there and it feels so forced, and it's just like, right, I get what you're trying to say, but I don't like how you're trying to tell me.
It's like the police officer scene I felt was a bit forced, but then again,
No, I
I can
thought that
kind of
was
see
right
how it
though
would
because
be.
it wasn't overly heavily like because they're in a black neighbor they were in a black neighborhood, weren't they?
They're in
And they're
Baltimore.
just
They're in fucking Baltimore, which is literally like, I think it's something like 60% of people who live there are of black descent. They
yeah,
are black,
yeah.
and I can see why it would be a thing that happened.
Hmm.
I don't know. To me, it felt a
And
bit
that
forced, but then again, I didn't see how it could be out of place. You know what I mean? I could completely understand why it would be there
because
because
like
you've got
but
these two guys
the police
shouting in the
just
street.
come down exactly, but they instantly go to the black guy for the one starting the trouble, and
Mm.
it's like it all of the
Unfortunately, that's the
social
thing that
commentary in
happens.
this exactly the social commentary in this was so it was woven in, but it wasn't forced upon, so it worked better,
Yeah,
and
because when
it
I'm watching a
wasn't
movie, I can
tasteless.
tell when something's forced upon me. Like if I'm watching a Netflix movie and it's like, oh,
Mm,
here's a gay character. His only personality trait is he is gay. I've
he's
got,
gay.
I know gay people. I've got what I like to call friends. I don't know if they call me a friend because I am a bit of a cunt. You know, I know like they're gay. They know
Mm,
I know they're gay. Please, you know, please just know that I'm gay. Okay, that's cool. Carry
yeah.
on with your life. Great. What do you want for tea? Do
Yeah,
you want to go
all right.
grab a fucking chocolate bar from the spa or something? Yeah, that'll be great. Okay, cool. And then we carry on with a normal life. Not
Mm,
every fucking 5 seconds. Oh, by the way, did you know I'm gay? Oh, by the way, did you know I'm
yeah.
gay? Oh, by the way, did you know I'm gay? Like, I get it. Okay, I understand. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to talk to you like a human being, and you're
Yeah.
you're subjecting yourself to this and being like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. Great, I'm Welsh, I'm Celtic pagan, both are very minority in England. That's
Mm,
it. That's the end you'll hear from me. Shut the fuck up. I
that's
just want to be friends. I just want to be friends with you. And the more you annoy people, the less they're going to be friends with you. And then
Yeah.
when you get that forced as well in movies and media that you see, it's like
Yeah. It's
you just are
worse.
like, oh, for fuck, not this again. That's not the response we want. The response we want is,
No.
oh, that's great, inclusivity.
Yeah.
Not, oh, for fuck's sake, not again. Jesus Christ, another stereotypical this.
Yeah.
That's why I
But
like
it's
how
great.
why they chose. That's why I like they chose Sam for Falcon as well, because it's not like,
Yeah.
oh, it's Black Falcon. It's just like, oh,
Oh,
it's just Falcon.
yeah. Like it was.
It's nothing too bad.
Yeah. It just felt right. It was very strong as well, even though like obviously the police scene was very like, yo, boss, you know. The other
Yeah.
scenes were quite subtle, but they were very heavily like, let's face it, Isaiah going to prison. Tell me that was not because partially the reason because he was black. Like, bro, he was like he said he fought Bucky during like 1951, right? That is
You
like
got to think about
during the peak of
the
the civil rights movement.
yeah, the social
So
incentives of the American people back then.
exactly. So mate, them throwing him in prison and experimenting on him. Tell me that wasn't because he was black. Like, if that was Steve, if that was Steve, in that same time, in that same society, they would have not felt the
If they
need to throw him in prison the way they threw Isaiah.
if they wanted to test on him, they would have imprisoned him because obviously he's going to try and escape. But they're not. If he stole something like back then from the government, they'd put him in prison, but they wouldn't put him in prison for that long. You know what I mean? Because realistically, looking at the social aspects of back then, if Steve stole something and if Isaiah stole something, they'd get two completely different sentences. If
Yeah.
Steve
And
was
public
tested on and Isaiah
responses.
would be tested on, and public exactly. If Steve was tested on and Isaiah was tested on, they'd be tested on for the same time and they'd be imprisoned for the same time. But because of
Mm.
the government back then having a very, Ronald Reagan, they'd probably keep Isaiah in for a bit longer unnecessarily, which is completely unfair.
Mm.
It's like,
Exactly.
bro, he's just fought for your fucking country, man. Calm
Yeah,
yourself. Sit
exactly.
down, calm yourself, and let him live. You know what I mean? Test on him, great, but let him fucking live.
Mm.
But boss, I'm so glad they added him into the series. That's all I gotta
Yeah.
say, to be honest.
Also, you know who else they added into the series?
Go on.
Elijah Bradley, his grandson. Very prominent
Yes,
character in the comics.
the kid who
So
answered the door, wasn't it?
mm, in the comics, he is Patriot. He is part of the Young Avengers. Remember we were talking about them last time.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting because if he's his grandson, wouldn't he naturally through genetics? Because obviously the super soldier serum affects your genetics. Like, I'm
He'd
obviously I'm
he'd
not
have
expecting something on the level of Steve, Bucky, Isaiah, but he's going to be better than Sam. You know what I mean? Like a normal human.
yeah, he's gonna have because if I remember how explained it, they basically explained it like they did to mutants. If a
Mm,
mutant and a human have a child, that child has a 0.5%, like a 50% chance of becoming a mutant and a
mm,
50% chance of not. That's basically how
yeah,
they explain the super soldier serum. If you have a child, so with a normal person, your child has 50% chance of becoming like a super soldier, but in the
yeah,
sense that they are only 50% as strong as you were. So if you had 200% strength, the child would only have 100% strength.
yeah,
And then if they had a child with another super soldier, their child would be the equivalent of 200% strength. You know what I mean? If that
mm,
makes any fucking sense. I'm not quite sure if it
yeah,
does.
yeah. So like Isaiah's kid, right? In terms of what
100%.
you're saying, Isaiah's kid would be 100%, but then because Elijah is the grandkid, he'd be 50%. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
not expecting him to be anywhere near the level of Bucky or Isaiah, but he's still going to have an edge over, say, hell, even John Walker. He might have.
No,
Actually,
he'd have
no.
a slight edge over John Walker.
Yeah, I'd say he'd have a chance against John Walker because obviously John Walker's older and very, very well trained. He's just a kid, you know.
I reckon if the kid got trained, he'd have
Yeah,
a chance.
he'd definitely. But I'm very excited to see where this goes because they are setting up the Young Avengers and they have said they want to do the Young Avengers, and they've got Kate Bishop in the Hawkeye series coming up. They got Cassie Lang coming up in the next Ant-Man movie because obviously she didn't get blipped, so she's 5 years older than when we last saw her in Ant-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
You got Billy and Tommy from WandaVision. They're going to show up in Multiverse of Madness.
Spider-Man's established.
Spider-Man's not part of the Young Avengers.
No, but he helps them from time to time, doesn't
No, not really.
he?
No.
No. So what about that story arc where Deadpool helps the Young Avengers? Have you read that?
Yeah, but that's Deadpool, man. Deadpool's everywhere. Deadpool always shows up. Spider-Man is more an Avenger than he is a Young Avenger.
I know, but obviously, I'd like to think that he'd help them out.
Yeah, he probably.
You know what I mean? Just like occasionally from time to time, because that's what I'm saying. Like Spider-Man's established already. You've already got Bucky that's established. You've got Sam that's established. You've got Wanda that's established.
Yeah.
So they might feature within the film or within the TV series, however the fuck they're gonna do it. But they might establish. They might bring in some of those characters to be like, "Oh, I'm here to help you out."
It'll be interesting though. Very interesting.
It will be very interesting to see.
Right.
Hopefully, we get it soon as well.
Yeah. Now the main characters of the show, like Sam and Bucky. I'm so glad they now they finally are together because in the first episode they weren't together at all. They didn't speak or anything.
Yeah,
but
now they're
when
kind of on terms due
Bucky
to
is just confronting him like, why the fuck did you give up the shield?
Yeah.
I just that was something that flipped me out as well. Like I was kind of just watching, and he waltzed up to Sam in the Air Force base, and I was there like, oh shit, I forgot Bucky has been pardoned and can casually do shit like this. Like, oh shit.
You just walk. You could waltz anywhere.
My man could just walk off and be like, "Oh God." But
wait, yo, what's going on?
It was great because the banter as well. Because Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie, they're best friends in real life, and this really showed in the show because they have great chemistry.
Yeah.
And the wizard scene, the big three scene. Like I really felt it then. Like it just.
Doctor Strange is a sorcerer. The sorcerer is just a wizard without a hat.
Without a hat, exactly. And how do you know about Gandalf? He goes, I read
I was there
in 1937 when it first came out. I was like, yes, Bucky, you're old. Yeah. Oh shit. It's great, isn't it?
Jesus. I like how they've come together now.
Yeah. And then when Bucky
they've done it well.
Another parallel, when Bucky jumped out the plane without a parachute, I was just like, yo, Steve would low-key be proud. Because remember when Steve jumped out the plane in Winter Soldier without the parachute?
Yeah, just like, he was just like, yeah, fuck it.
Except he did
I've broken more bones.
He did it more graceful. Steve just dove into the water so swiftly. Bucky kind of just crashed into some trees.
Crashed into some trees and flat back on the floor.
But when Sam was like, I got all that on camera, I was like, cool, get that on camera. Mate, if I had a video of me jumping out of the plane at 200 feet and just walking it off, sick. I'd want that on camera. But
it would be better if he grabbed hold of a tree and just ripped all the branches off with his arm.
Yeah, that would have been sick. I thought he was going to grab onto a tree when he ripped the sleeve off and exposed his arm.
Mm. I thought he was
But
going to do that as
like,
well.
it was still a bit
Apparently
sick.
not.
Nope.
Probably
And
just fucking crash lands.
then they got into the facility, and Bucky was just trying to like walk around, like, and Sam said to him, this was the line that like stood out to me. He stopped him and goes, "We're not assassins." And he said that, and I was kind of thinking like, so Bucky got his ass kicked throughout that episode, right?
Hmm.
But and all I could think was in the comics when Bucky first became Captain America, one of the first people he fought as Captain America was Batroc the Leaper. You know the guy
Mm.
Sam fought at the start of the first episode?
Yeah.
So he fought that guy when he first became Captain America in the comics. But he was struggling because he was trying to fight like Steve. And I think that's what Bucky's going to try and do for the moment. He's going to try and forget everything about him being the Winter Soldier, about how he fought. And he's going to try and fight like a soldier, fight like how Steve fought. But it's not going to work for him. And that line, "We are not assassins," Bucky was an assassin. That's what he was as the Winter Soldier. And he's
Yeah.
going to
He was,
click.
he was...
And he's going to be like, "I need to play to my strengths." And that's how he beat Batroc in the comics, because he started fighting as he did as the Winter Soldier. So I'm
You
just like,
started
I
finding
think
like
he's going
Bucky
to,
not imitating someone
yeah,
else.
yeah. So I think that's where he's going to go, you know?
Hopefully it
That's
does,
just,
because that would be fucking sick to see. I'm not even lying, because then it'll be like fucking Bucky all over again, just kicking cunts.
also, it's pissing me off how he's getting his ass kicked. I just, I didn't like the Flag Smashers kicking his ass or Sam's ass. That just pissed me off. I was like, come on, man.
Better than that. Come on.
Exactly.
Oh mate.
They also
I
they
hope
also
I hope
referenced the
they do
White Wolf.
the... Oh yeah, shit.
That was quite good. Like, it was a nice little reference. I don't know if Bucky's gonna become the White Wolf. I kind of hope not, because when people were first talking, like, Sam's gonna become, you know, the new Cap, and Bucky's gonna become the
Mm.
White Wolf. I kind of did. This was mainly before, Chadwick Boseman died.
Mm.
I didn't want him to become the White Wolf because in the comics, the White Wolf is T'Challa's adopted brother,
Yeah.
who is this outsider. He's not Wakandan or anything. He's just this American who crashed in Wakanda as a kid. And,
Mm.
he's kind of had this
It's always
rivalry with
Americans, isn't it?
T'Challa. Yeah. He had this rivalry with T'Challa because they grew up together. But it's like T'Challa's the actual son, but he's just the adopted son. And he felt like he had to prove himself more in that. And he actually became the White Wolf. So that's kind of why I didn't want Bucky to become it, because I wanted to see if they would do that.
In
But they
Black
could
Panther
still
2.
do it. Yeah, they could still do it. It'd be interesting. But,
I think
we'll
it'll be
see.
I think it'll be good to see. I think it'll be good to see like more because you don't really think about these characters when you think of Marvel MCU, you think
Mm.
about like, oh, you got these main bad guys that were in the comics, like all the really well heard about bad guys and all that type of stuff. But
Mm.
then you don't really get to like not the B list, but you don't really get to like hear about the other bad guys. You know, the ones where it's like,
Yeah.
um, oh yeah, we fought these few couple of times. You're still a fucking cool ass supervillain. We fought a couple of times. That's why you're not mentioned as much.
Yeah. I do
I think
like.
it'll be good to start seeing them.
Yeah. It's annoying as well when you have a really good villain, but they're like a one-off villain.
Mm,
It's
like
like,
both of the Iron Man villains.
what?
Like, who's the first Iron Man
Jeff
villain?
Bridges' character in it.
Yeah, the big fuck
Obadiah,
off.
Obadiah Stane. That was it.
Well, he was the big fuck off Iron Man suit, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Warmonger.
Yeah, one off.
And Justin
And then the
Hammer.
other guy with the chains,
Oh yeah, Whiplash. He was all right. He was all right.
one off.
Yeah. But Justin Hammer's coming back in
Oh
the
yeah,
what was the show? There's going to be
Ten
a show
Rings one.
like an Iron Man spin-off. No, not Ten Rings. It's gonna have Rhodey, Riri Williams, who was someone who took over the mantle of Iron Man in the comics at one point. What was the show called? I can't remember, but they're gonna do. It's another one of the Marvel spin-offs. Shit, I can't remember.
That should be
But
alright.
yeah. So
That
he's
should be
gonna come back
decent
in
enough.
that,
If
which
they
would
can
be
start
good.
doing, they can start like expanding it that way as well. Would be nice because then it gives a bit more background and personality to the characters that you may see on the big screen.
Yeah. What else?
Well, my friend.
Mate, you know, you know when they're in the therapy session.
Oh, and they
Things
fucking
in the
budge
prison.
knees together.
That was funny. Again, that was like
I'm not
the
gonna lie.
banter that those two can play off. It was odd, but like
It's like, oh, you comfy now? We close enough? You good enough?
just a
Huh?
little bit too close.
What's going on?
But I think that scene was really important because you know when Bucky was like, "Why did you give up the shield?" You know, Steve trusted you. You know, and maybe Steve was wrong about you, but if he was wrong about you, then he was wrong about me. And that says a lot because both of them don't understand each other's point when it comes to Sam giving up the shield. I get why Sam did it. And I get why Bucky's mad at him for it. But they don't get it, you know?
They as a two don't understand each other.
Like
yeah, I see that.
Sam just doesn't feel like the legacy should carry on. He feels like he would do the role, you know, injustice if he carried it on and didn't let it lay to rest because he believes Steve is the only Captain America, which is a fair point. But Bucky also sees it as his own redemption. Like, because Steve believed in it, didn't he? Steve believed in Bucky to be more than just the Winter Soldier and what Hydra made him to be.
That's why Civil War happened.
And
because Steve is looking for more inside of Bucky.
Yeah. Bucky also sees that, like, because Bucky trusts Steve more than anything. And he now sees it as, like, Steve also believed in Sam to carry on the legacy. But if Sam has let him down, then Bucky 100% believes that he has let Steve down as well.
Yeah. I think that's more the emotional side that they're trying to get out there. They're trying to be like, oh yeah, there's this like, I'm trying to fucking think of the words, but I can't. Jesus Christ, I'm getting retarded. It's what they're doing is they're kind of they're trying to play off each other's emotions, even though they don't know what their emotions are. If that makes sense. They're going like, oh, I feel this way because of this, but I feel this way because of this. These are very conflicting emotions, and we're trying to work as a team, but we can't because we kind of don't understand each other and what's going on.
Exactly, and that's why
it's like an old married couple who have been through an affair.
Yeah, and that's why I'm very excited for the future episodes because now that they're working together, it's going to give them that chance.
They may not realize it, but it will happen.
Right, what else is there to talk about? I still got a list, my guy.
Boss, you said you didn't want a long episode.
I know, but we keep going off. Bro, I'm almost finished. I swear.
All right.
And like after
quick
that
fire round
session, I'll do it quick time. When Bucky was leaving the room, he goes, "What is rule number 2 again?" And she goes, "Not hurt anyone." And he goes, "Goodbye, Doc." And I was like, 100% he's gonna kick Thingy's ass. 100% he's gonna kick John Walker's ass.
He's gonna fucking beat him to the shit.
100%. And how I don't blame him. How could you not? He's just so cuntish.
Yeah, because you know when Steve, as I said, when Steve took his shield back in the comics.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're gonna do. Rule number 2, they're gonna beat his ass, take the shield.
Exactly. Right. And then the Flag Smashers, they were quite interested in this because I'm not gonna lie, I don't really see him as antagonists. Like obviously the show's building up as antagonists, but I don't hate them. I kind of fuck with them. Like
They're
I'm
just
low
making
key on
super
their side.
soldiers.
But
They're
are
just
they though?
making
We don't
fucking.
actually know their motives yet,
Ah,
you know?
true.
Because the only super soldiers are them at the moment. But here's where I think,
Hmm.
you know how they were stealing medicine?
Yeah.
I kind of have a theory with that. So obviously they're super soldiers, isn't it? But
Yeah.
how? You know, how?
That was my
So,
first thought. The drugs that
mm,
they're transporting is to fuel
yeah,
more of them to combat what the
it
governments are trying to do.
it could be, or is
Mm.
their super soldier serum doing something to them that they need this medicine for to combat? Is it like an
What, like
unstable version of the serum?
the aging thing,
The
aging problem?
Not the aging problem, but like the just it might be doing something to them internally. It like they're remember I said like Isaiah Bradley in the comics had a Dodge batch and it was kind of deteriorating his mental health.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like maybe something like that, and they need to combat that. That's why they've stolen the medicine.
That makes sense.
Hmm. Um, I think the one thing I can't, the one thing I have to like be annoyed with the Flag Smashers about is, you know, when they're fighting on the trucks
Yeah.
and Bucky is hanging underneath and he's holding on. The guy is trying to break off Bucky's vibranium arm with his foot, and I'm just there like, come on, man. It is a fuck off vibranium arm. You really
It's a
think you're gonna break
vibranium
it?
arm that
Like,
can crush skull and is hot to a truck.
trust
You know what I
me,
mean?
and my man's trying to break it off with his foot.
I'm a stump on your arm that can literally withstand fucking anything.
Oh, mate, that
Like,
was funny,
bro,
man.
he don't arm it. It wasn't he the one that sacrificed himself?
No, the guy who got shot by John Walker was the one that sacrificed himself,
Uh, I was gonna
and
say because that dumbass should have
that's a good
sacrificed himself.
segue. That's a good segue to my next point. Um, the guy when they were escaping on the plane, he
Hmm.
said, "Power brokers, men." They were the people that were going after them. And now in the comics, power brokers are actually a group, but it's also a guy. So Curtis Jackson, whose alias is
Yeah.
also Power Broker, in the comics, his organization gave the US agent and Battlestar their superhuman enhancements. And
Right.
they killed one of the
So
Flag Smashers.
I think if I'm right, the
Mm,
Flag Smashers managed to get their hands on some of that batch. Power Broker's not very
yeah.
happy about that, and then is trying to kill them.
Yeah, because someone texted that woman saying, "You stole my stuff. I'm coming after you." Like, so
Yeah, someone's like,
I'm
"Yo,
thinking
listen,
it's
you're
him.
fucked."
Yeah, I'm thinking it's him, like Curtis Jackson, if they do bring him into the show. But
I hope
now
they
that they
do.
have a dead Flag Smasher, someone who actively has the super soldier serum running through their body, and it works, I
Hmm.
think they're going to use that and they're going to give Battlestar and US Agent super
Super
serums.
serum.
Mm. And I think that's when US Agent is going to get darker and darker, but Battlestar is going to be like, "Yo, bro,
What the
relax," you
fuck's
know?
going on?
Yeah.
Lax yourself.
So I think that's
That's
where it's
interesting.
going with
That's
them. Mm.
that's gonna be very interesting. I actually
It's
can't
going to
wait to
piss
see
me off though.
this.
It's going to be piss me off
Oh
though, because if
yeah, I
Bucky does
know it's
try and
gonna
kick
piss
his
me off.
ass, if Bucky does try and kick his ass, he's going to be like, "Yeah, I'm Super Soldier too." Dish. Like, oh, you know.
Bucky is a 106-year-old super soldier versus this brand new super soldier.
Yeah, but thing is, US Agent is already at peak physical human condition. In the
Steve
comics,
wasn't.
he is stronger. In the comics, he is stronger than Steve.
Yeah, Steve wasn't when he got
Mm.
injected with his super serum
And neither
soldier.
was Bucky. Neither was Bucky.
Exactly.
So, I'm very worried, but very excited at the same time. And
I actually can't wait. It's gonna be sick.
2 more points. Ready?
Go for it. Go for it.
That ending, Zemo. Fuck, man. I'm so surprised that Bucky actually wants to go and see. Like, he doesn't want to, but he feels he has to. It was Bucky's idea to go see Zemo. And that really surprised me because obviously it was obvious Zemo was going to be in the show because he's been in the trailers and all that. But everyone kind of just assumed, and even I assumed, he escaped during the 5 years, you know? Because that would make more sense, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
But he's still in
There's
prison.
half the people around. He would have dipped.
Yeah. But he's still in prison. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Yeah?
He's probably honoring the sentence that they gave him because they did when he was in control, he was a lot like he was very content with what he was doing. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah. He wasn't like one of your average like bad guys who goes, I'm gonna be chaotic, I'm gonna do this and that. He was very strict with where he was going and
what he was planning.
Set on what he wanted to do. He didn't care if he got thrown in jail. He essentially achieved his goals by breaking up the Avengers.
Oh yeah, like he was initially going to shoot himself, but then he got stopped.
Yeah, so he's not even bothered about being in prison.
Exactly.
But mate, I can't wait to see him wear the purple mask, like his comic book look. I can't wait for that.
It's gonna be sick, to be honest, because when they bring him out, I think it's gonna be this massive thing. It's gonna be like, who the fuck is that? It's like, oh shit, it's Zemo.
And as well, there's a theory that the only reason he's wearing that purple mask is to mock the remaining Avengers, and he's just like mimicking Thanos.
That
is sick,
right.
isn't it?
That's put a smile on my face.
Yeah, just because
that's put a smile on my face.
About the psychological warfare, isn't he?
Yeah, that's him. That's his thing.
Yeah, he don't go for the physical. He goes for the psychological, the emotional. And mate, wearing a mask that mimics the man who fucked with the Avengers more than anything, mate, that is one way to do it.
that is how you get it the job done.
Trust.
Because a US agent Battlestar will be like, oh, it's nothing much. It's nothing much. And they'll go into it and they'll get their ass kicked. But then Bucky and Sam are going to be a lot more vengeful going into it. And they're going to try their hard. Yeah, exactly. It's going to hit them personally. It's going to try, and they're going to try their hardest to fucking rip this cunt.
Exactly. Oh, I'm excited, man.
I can't wait till Friday.
Gonna bang. Yeah, trust. Like, because I was watching.
If it doesn't bang, I'm making a complaint.
Zemo. It ended on Zemo's face, and I was like, "Really? You want to end there? Out of all places, you end it there."
If it doesn't bang, I'm gonna write a complaint. Oh
yeah. 100%.
Fully just gonna fucking report Disney Plus.
No, I'm just
like, yo, these cunts are misleading.
You started off with a bang. What's happening?
You're turning into a bunch of twats. Fuck you. Make it good again, or else I'm gonna come to your fucking headquarters with an angry letter and a pen, and I'm gonna write an angry letter on your window, and you're not gonna like it. I'm like, what are you gonna write? I'm like, fucking make it good again, you twats. Because if you don't, I'll kill you.
Right. And my final point, which I had to save till last.
Go on.
R.I.P. Red Wing. R.I.P.
He got
Red
fucked.
Wings,
He got
man.
fucked with. He got fucked
He
with.
he did a great service, and he's now gone. And poor Red Wing. He will be
Red
missed.
Wing will be
But
forever,
100%
forever in our
he's gonna
hearts.
show up again at the show because he is just a robot. Isn't he? He's just a little mechanical
No,
bird.
he's not just a robot, you twat. He's Red Wing.
I know, but you can still make him again. He'll come back.
Yeah. Hopefully he does, because I fucking love Red Wing. He's so fucking cool.
Yeah, trust. He's great.
Nippy little
Yeah.
bastard.
There we go. Those are my points. Fuck you. I'm going.
Nice.
No, there we go.
Thanks for that.
Well,
Thanks for that, Carl.
When we do an intro that's like 20 minutes, the outro is going to be 5 seconds, all right? Peace.
Right. Peace. Fuck you. No, I'm joking. Love you all.